Just when I think I can't hate this dump enough, just when I think my disdain for the WNBA can't get any stronger, just when I think my incredible bias that I am not afraid to admit, my incredible bias against pretend basketball can't be any more negative, Natasha Cloud comes out publicly and she tries to convince me that the WNBA is responsible for saving America? The dump of dumps is responsible for saving democracy? Where do I even begin? For starters, Natasha Cloud is an admitted socialist. You don't have to take my word for it. Uncle KC always comes with the proof. Watch for yourself.
That's when you know we're creating change that they don't want. That's when you know that we're dismantling a system, because ultimately he wants to protect us down the line. There is no shying away from. He is a Muslim, he is a socialist, and he is a Democrat. So he's going to get the worst PR of all PRs. They're going to tell you that to be scared of him. They're going to tell you all this like Islamophobia shit. They're going to tell you that a socialist is a scary thing for our country moving forward. Socialism is that everyone has equity, everyone has the same shit, everyone can live the same dignified life of one another.
If you're an admitted socialist, why in the hell would you be saving American democracy? Natasha Cloud just said in the clip, which is from 3 months ago, it's not like I dug up some old clip of Natasha Cloud from years ago. This was her mindset 3 months ago, back in July. She just said in the clip that she wants to dismantle the system. So let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly. Natasha Cloud wants to dismantle the system that she claims she is responsible for saving? Someone please make it make sense. You know, I learned something new about Natasha Cloud today. Yesterday, Tosh was interviewed by the inspiration of prepubescent boys along with her wife, the Sue Bird. Now, for those that don't know, and judging by their numbers on YouTube, no one knows about this garbage. For those that don't know, Meg Rapinoe and Curly Sue Bird, they have a YouTube channel that can only be described as a miserable failure. Well, Uncle KC, don't you mean a huge embarrassing failure? No, in order to be a huge embarrassing failure, people have to know about your failure, hence the word huge. No one knows about Meg Rapinoe's failure because no one is watching her channel. Anyway, Natasha Cloud was interviewed by Meg and Curly Sue. During the interview, Tosh revealed something personal about herself that Uncle KC did not know. What would people think when they hear that I'm a Jesus freak? I will never judge or question someone else's faith. If Natasha Cloud says that she is a Christian, I believe her. But here's where I'm struggling with her profession of faith. One of the foundations of Christianity is free will. How can you believe in a faith that is based in free will while advocating for a system that is designed to be oppressive? How can you claim that you're fighting for the oppressed while advocating for a system that will oppress them? Socialism, communism, democratic socialism, wokeism, Marxism, Maoism, fascism, it's all the same. It should be called oppressionism because that's what every one of those polished turds does. Oppress. We are going to steal money from the rich and give it to the poor. Yeah, you know who is poor in socialist and communist countries? Everybody. I notice two things every time Natasha Cloud opens her mouth. Number one, It has got to be very straining on her vocal cords for a woman to intentionally make her voice sound masculine. And two, every time Natasha Cloud releases her toxic mouth farts, it's a reminder of why Uncle KC will never, ever, 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 ever support the WNBA dump. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. So go and get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at Sugar Mountain Trading. One of my channel members reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and thanked me for linking him up with Sugar Mountain Trading. Woke up one Friday morning with some bad back pain and had to drive several hours to a friend's wedding. He applied some CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading. 15 minutes later, back pain gone. My wife also deals with nagging back pain from time to time. Tried over-the-counter stuff, the chiropractor, but none of that ever seems to work. Within 5-10 minutes of me applying CBD oil from Sugar Mountain Trading, my wife's pain is gone. I'm telling you, it's damn near magical. My wife keeps a small bottle of the oil in her purse at all times. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that will keep you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time. Bar soap comes in a variety of scents ranging from lavender all the way to cherry almond. But more importantly, all CBD products offered at Sugar Mountain Trading, 100% natural, 100% free of THC. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL20, BTL20. Save 20% off your first purchase with Sugar Mountain Trading. Yesterday, Natasha Cloud was visiting with the object of her inspiration, Meg Rapinoe. There were 3 women on stage, but if you didn't have a visual and you were listening to audio only, you would probably think that Sue Bird was speaking with 2 dudes. They were talking about the activism in the WNBA dump. Remember all those times that I have told you guys that the WNBA is an activist league? It's not a basketball league. It's an activist league. Natasha Cloud confirmed that yesterday. Matter of fact, Tosh is actually pissed off that WNBA players aren't being more woke. Tosh is pissed off that WNBA players are focusing on pretend basketball instead of focusing on what's really important, which is electing an Islamist in New York City and using the WNBA platform to dismantle capitalism, which is ironic when you think about it. Right now, WNBA players are demanding millions of dollars that most of them have not earned. They are demanding to be paid what they claimed they are owed, which is the complete opposite of the government system that Natasha Cloud is promoting. Because in a socialist system, everyone would be paid equally. Everyone would receive their equal share of Ethiopian breadcrumbs. Basically, a socialist system. It's kind of similar to how the WNBA is currently paying their players. It's the same system that Natasha Cloud and other players are fighting against and advocating for at the same time. While she was releasing her toxic gas, Natasha Cloud unleashed a mouth fart that was so pungent it caused the hair on Meg Rapinoe's face to disappear. According to Comrade Cloud, the proud socialist, WNBA players are responsible for saving democracy in America. Watch for yourself.
Activism isn't for everyone, and that still is the truth. And my form of activism isn't for everyone. And I just wish that during this time, we would have a little bit more voices from our league, because there was a point where we saved democracy in 2020, and no one wants to give us that. Every part of activism is important. I just don't want us to lose that as the W, because we always have been on the forefront. And I would say like the last 2 to 3 years, I've seen us kind of fall back for protection of obviously our families and how we provide for our families.
First of all, Natasha Cloud is right. Political activism is not for everyone. Matter of fact, political activism isn't for most people, because most people just want to live their lives and be left the hell alone. But you know who should avoid activism? You know what gets destroyed once it's infected with the disease of politics? Everything. but especially sports leagues. Have you ever wondered why the WNBA is nominated every year for the Huge Embarrassing Failure Awards? Have you ever wondered why the WNBA dump has never generated a Vietnamese dong in profit? This is a league that is built on a foundation of activism. It's a league built on a foundation of woke ideology. Historically, the WNBA has presented itself as a league of victims. We are victims of mythical racism. We are victims of mythical misogyny. We are victims of homophobia. WNBA players advocated defunding the police. WNBA players chose to kneel during the national anthem. Bob Greiner demanded that the national anthem be removed from this toxic dump of a league altogether. The problem for the WNBA, the product on the court is not enough to overcome this toxic ideology. The NFL can choose Bad Booger to perform at the Super Bowl. Normal people will be outraged, but we're still watching the NFL because it's a quality product. Although the quality of play has definitely declined in the NFL over the last few years. Same with the NBA, same with Major League Baseball, but with pretend basketball, the product on the court isn't enough to overcome the abundance of unlikable players. Unlikable players who want to be given credit for saving American democracy. Someone please explain to me how WNBA players saved America. Give me one example. Did they save democracy by voting for John Biden? That didn't save America. John Biden damn near destroyed the country. How in the hell can WNBA players save America when they can't even save their own league? Right now, WNBA players are actively destroying the league. For the first time ever, people are paying attention. For the first time ever, people are watching pretend basketball. Now, I don't know why. I don't understand it. But there is no denying the fact that millions of lonely men are fascinated by this league of make-believe. And what are WNBA players doing with this previously unattainable success? They are threatening to cancel next season. Not only that, Natasha Cloud is encouraging other WNBA players to be more woke. She is encouraging players to be more political, which means Natasha Cloud is encouraging WNBA players to destroy the league. Natasha Cloud admitted that WNBA players have been less political the last 2, maybe 3 years to protect how they provide for their families. Translation: they're not being as divisive because they want more money. But what do you think will happen once they get paid? What do you think is going to happen once they have dollars in their bank account instead of pesos, or in some cases, breadcrumbs? Maybe that's one of the reasons Cathy Engelbert is worried. Maybe that is the sustainability that Cat Engelbert is worried about. Maybe Cat knows that once WNBA players get paid, they will do everything they can to destroy their own league. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.